Hello there and welcome to Financial Wellness Center Facebook page. We trust that you are doing well and you started your week on a high note. We shall give ourselves like 2 more minutes so that we can wait for more people to join in, as tonight's topic will be on we shall be discussing if it is the right time to start a business and what should you consider if you're planning to start a business right now. So ensure you invite your friends, tag as many people as possible so that they can get to learn. If you have that friend that is planning to start a business and he or she had mentioned to you, then this live session will be helpful to them. So as we wait for more people to join in, I would encourage you to just say a hi and maybe mention to us where you are watching us from, and maybe you could just share with us a very small maybe one sentence how the situation is where you are financially, socially, economically. Either way, just mention to us where you're watching us from tonight as we keep on waiting for more people to join. Omusiani Wawaka, thank you so much for coming back again to our live session. We really appreciate your presence and hope that you will be inviting more of your friends to join. I can see Kennedy Movali, you said great Lady Sheila. Thank you so much for the great compliments, and I hope you have shared this video and of course invited more of your friends so that they can get to learn more on starting a business in this season. Mr. Wise Nyaga, you're saying you're tuned partially from Westlands. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we really appreciate your presence. Thank you once again for coming back to be with us on this live session as we discuss on whether it is the right time to start a business or not. Ensure you share this video out and of course invite more of your friends before we can officially begin. So I believe we can start off right away. I understand most of you, maybe you have been busy here and there, you know, the day might have been busy, and we can start off by welcoming you on board and thanking you so much for taking the time and ensuring that you are with us during this live session so that you can get the answer to your question. Maybe you are there, you've been wondering, should I start a business right now or should I wait till Corona is over? What if I start a business and it fails? What are the do's and don'ts of starting a business right now? And I'd like to let you know that you are in the right place by watching this live session, as we are going to share with you some insights on whether it is the right time to start your business and what are the do's and don'ts you need to consider before starting out. We encourage you to visit our YouTube channel so that you can get to acquire money skills by watching the videos that we have uploaded there. To access our YouTube channel, kindly click the link that has been attached on top of this on top of this live session. Once you click it, it will lead you to our channel, and we'll appreciate you pressing the subscribe button and turning on notifications. You may also want to connect with us more better, or in a more better way by following us on Instagram. We have also attached the link to our Instagram account above this video. Ensure you follow us, and we shall be following you right away. So today is a very wonderful day, and we are so grateful to God. As I was saying, today is a wonderful day, and we are so grateful to God for giving us another chance to see another day, and of course to brainstorm on the various business ideas we might be having or we might be planning to start. So right away to today's topic: is it the right time to start a business, or should you wait longer? I'll give us a short story. There is a book I read some times back, and the author was very clear on what he was saying about business. He was saying that most of the successful businesses, or the biggest businesses we know, they are businesses that were formed during a crisis. So any business that you might think of, that you see it being so successful, just know that a greater percentage of such businesses were started during a crisis. So a crisis could range from war, pandemic like the COVID-19 virus, other things like hunger, floods, you can name it. Anything that makes things to not be normal, it's classified as a crisis. So even in this crisis, yes, you can start a business, and it is right to start a business in this crisis. And on the other side, it can be a no, it's not the right time to start a business. So we will start with why we say yes, it is the right time to start a business. It is the right time to start a business depending on what need you are fulfilling right now. Not all businesses will be able to thrive during this season. A good example is if you start let's say if you start a business for real estate. It is a good business, but it is not the right business to start right now, because it is not fulfilling the current need. So for a business to be successful in this season or during this pandemic, it needs to be able to satisfy a certain need, or a particular need that is needed by the people in the market. Another example is you could start an agribusiness right now, and it will thrive because people are in constant demand of food items. Again, this is not the right time to start a business that, let's say for example, like a travel business. Not most people are traveling. A lot of people are limiting their travel. So if you start a tours and company business right now, you are guaranteed that it is not going to pick up well. So it is the right time to start a business based on the kind of market need you will be fulfilling. So as a potential business person or entrepreneur, you need to ask yourself, this business that I'm planning to start, what kind of market need is it fulfilling? And who will be my customers? Once you're able to answer those two questions, and answering them honestly, then you can be able to know if it is the right time to proceed with starting the business or not. Remember, the success of a business largely depends on whether you are solving a problem in the current market. So if your business is not solving any problem right now, I'm sorry to tell you that it is not the right time to start it. Remember, people don't look for products, they look for solutions. So, does your business offer a certain solution? For example, in agribusiness, it is solving the problem of food deficiency or their problem of desire for fresh farm produce. So in such a business, if you start it right now, it will take lesser time to pick up as compared to starting an Airbnb right now. Not many people are going for vacations right now. Not many people are going to travel right now. So depending on the kind of problem you are solving in the market, then it is the right time to start a business, and it is also the wrong time to start certain businesses. Another thing is just to mention, when you're starting a business, you also need to look at the purchasing power of the customers or your market. There are businesses, if you start right now, they could be solving a certain problem, but the customers may not be having the purchasing power to purchase your items. So purchasing power, like for example, right now a lot of people are focused on saving, surviving this pandemic, basically fulfilling their basic needs. So if you start a business that is fulfilling secondary needs, yes, it might be the right business, but it will not pick up really well. I'll give you an example. Clothing is a need, but it is not really a basic need. So if you start a clothing line right now or a clothing business, it may take a while before it picks up, because people are focusing on fulfilling basic needs like food, shelter, medication. So if you start a clothing business right now, the purchasing power of people is not that strong to make your business pick up or become stable easily. So there are business, before you start a business, you should also carry out an analysis and see, does this business go in hand with the purchasing power of my target customers? And how do you get to know the purchasing power of your target customers? One way is by simply watching on the business news to just check on the trends of consumers. Another way is by carrying out a simple survey of the people around you or the people within the locality or the market you are planning to start your business. You can see, you can take like 10 people and do a random question like, would you be willing to buy this product at this time? If they answer you yes, you count, and those that will answer you no, you take the results and use that as a threshold to tell you the purchasing power of people. Again, you can use like the current money circulation in the economy to tell you if the purchasing power of people is high or low. You know that the purchasing power of people in a certain locality is high when you have high circulation of income within that locality. But if you find that within that locality the circulation of money is kind of reduced or is minimal, then that is a clear indication that the purchasing power of people in that locality is slightly lower, or it is not that powerful as you may have planned. So in such a case, once you know the purchasing power of people in your locality or the place you're planning to start the business, then you can go ahead and either start the business or put on hold. Remember, the sole reason we start businesses, it's not just to be named as a business person, but we always start a business to solve a problem. Then after solving the problem, we get rewarded through income or profits. So I believe with that information, you are able to know if it is the right time to start that business you've been planning to, or you should wait on for some more time. Another thing you need to another section that we would like to discuss with you tonight is what are the do's and what are the don'ts if you happen to start a business right now. So assuming that you have carried out your analysis, you have seen that your business idea is able to solve a certain market problem, you have identified that the purchasing power of people for that locality is high and chances are high they are going to demand your product. The next thing is for you to check on what are the do's. What are those things that you need to do if you start a business right now? We will share 3 do's, and also we'll also share like 3 don'ts. So of course there are many, and most of them we might share them in our YouTube channel, and that is why it is important for you to ensure you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the link attached to this live session, so that you can get updated when we upload most of our videos regarding business. So the first business do, or the first thing you need to consider if you start a business right now, is you need to ensure you have cash flow. Remember, when you start a business, it is not a guarantee that you start a business today and you make profits today. Sometimes you may need to dip into your pockets to get money to run the current business expenses. So you need to ensure you have cash flow for at least 6 months that will be able to sustain this business as it continues to pick up. A lot of people believe that starting a business is as easy as 1 + 1, but the thing is, if you do not, you might be having a very viable business idea. You might be having a business idea that is solving a certain problem in the market. But if you lack cash flow, you might be forced to close down the business. This is because, as I said, it is not an automatic thing that once you start a business, you'll get customers and profits immediately. You will need to go into your pockets to ensure that you cater for the day-to-day business expenses. So ensure you have some cash flow, at least a cash flow that can sustain the business for at least 3 months, 6 months, or even 1 year, so that the business can get to become stable as you proceed and as you continue to navigate your way through. Another business do that you need to put in consideration is advertising and marketing. If you choose to start a business in this pandemic, it is important for you to note that marketing and advertising is very, very, very important. One thing you need to note or be aware of, just solving a certain problem in a marketplace is not equal to having a customer. To those that are that have joined our Entrepreneurs Academy group, we have been doing a series on the categories of customers, and one thing we mentioned is that there are customers that they will see your product, they will know your services, but they need you to market it to them so that they can come and buy. So in this season, as many people are afraid and a lot of people are kind of scared to spend money, marketing and advertising will play a major role in your business. So as you start the business, ensure that you do maximum marketing and advertising. In business world, we usually say it's not all the time the customer will come to you. At times you'll have to go to the customer. There are various platforms you can advertise your product, and one of them being Facebook and other social media platforms like Instagram, Twitter, you name them, Snapchat, whichever, Telegram. Ensure that your presence is felt in all social media platforms. I understand there are people who will say that, but my customers do not come from social media, so how can I advertise? Advertising does not just limit you on advertising on social media. You should also consider doing offline advertisements such as billboards, simple posters, word of mouth, you name it. You can even use brand ambassadors. You can choose to hire some brand ambassadors to market your product on your behalf. You can also choose to use influencers. Remember, we have influencers both offline and online. So depending on the kind of market you're satisfying and the kind of target customers, you can decide whether to market offline or online. However, with this pandemic, we really encourage you to also focus on digitizing your business and ensure that your business has some online presence, because you may have noticed a lot of people are migrating to digital products, or most people are migrating to virtual products, like hosting virtual meetings, booking things online, ordering their products or services online. So your digital presence is important, especially with this pandemic where we are avoiding physical contact. And the third thing that you need to do if you're starting a business right now is service excellence. Yes, you need to consider your customer service. Whether you're serving your customer online or whether you're serving your customer offline, you need to take into consideration your service excellence. How are you serving your customers? What kind of experience are you giving to them? Remember, with the current pandemic, a lot of businesses have been driven out of the market, and those that are there are kind of struggling because they are all running towards the same customer. So what will put you ahead of the game is how you serve this customer. I'll give you an example. If you run an advert right now on Facebook, you don't know how many other businesses are running the same advert for the same product you're offering on Facebook. So if you get a customer that is interested in your product, whether offline or online, the best thing you can do to them is to offer service excellence. Give them a customer service experience that will make them want to come more and more to your business, and of course they will refer your products and services to other people. So service excellence is very important. How do you greet your customers? What is the response time you take before you reply to your online customers, to the customers that are sending you messages on WhatsApp or normal messages or emails? You need to check on that. Ensure you are serving them with excellency. Make them feel that indeed whatever they are purchasing from you is worth their time and worth their money. So just a second. We are going to check on the other side, or the what you are not supposed to do if you are starting a business right now. So we will call it the business don'ts. So we have answered the first question, is it the right time to start a business? And we've said the answer is yes and no, depending on what kind of market need you are fulfilling. Now, let's say we assume that you have started the business, or your answer to question 1 or part 1 of the question is yes. So what should you not do? Number 1 of the things that you should try as much as possible to avoid is not delivering as promised. I will repeat. The number 1 business don't in this pandemic is not delivering as promised. I'll give you an example. Currently, it's like 80% of the world is on social media, or they are online. So everyone is online, everyone is embracing this technological stuff and digital things. Now, if you're a business, let's say you have started the business, and most probably you are focusing on satisfying your online clients' requests. Now, if you do not deliver what you promise, be guaranteed you are going to lose a lot of current customers and potential customers. This is because a lot of people, they're not really idle, but they are looking at, you've started a business in this pandemic, let me see if we'll deliver. Now, if you under deliver to them, it will damage your brand. So example, maybe you started a business of doing online delivery of fresh farm produce. Now, you've advertised very well, you have set up all your digital platforms, they're running perfectly, maybe you've started campaigns here and there, and everything is running on well. And then a customer comes and places an order, and maybe in your digital platforms you have stated that for every order that is placed, you deliver within 2 hours. Now, a very loyal customer or very interested customer places an order, and within 2 hours you don't deliver, you don't communicate to the customer, you don't say anything, you just keep quiet and assume the customer will understand. But the truth is, the customer will not understand. That automatically translates to you under delivering what you've promised. So ensure that any business you start right now, ensure you deliver what you say. If your website or if your social media platform says that you will deliver within 2 hours, try your best to deliver within that 2 hours. And in case you're not able to deliver within the 2 hours, because sometimes things happen that are beyond our control, it is important for you to put the customer in check. Let them know that you will not be able to deliver as promised due to this and this and this, and go an extra mile to let the customer know how you can help them recover the under deliverance of your promise. Another thing is that we've seen a lot of people complaining that what they saw online and what they got delivered to them, they are two different things. So if you're planning to start a business, please ensure what you market online or what you market out there is what the customer will get once they buy from you. And the delivering of a product or service has led to a lot of businesses that were fulfilling a certain market need being driven out of the market because they did not build the trust with their customers. So ensure that you deliver what you promise. And if you cannot deliver what a customer wants, because I understand sometimes there are customers who their demands are way above your capacity, then let the customer know you are not able to deliver what their request is because it's beyond your capacity. However, you are going to work on that and see how you can be able to incorporate it in your future dates or later on. Another mistake you should avoid doing, or something you should not do, is another thing you should not do is trying to copy paste your competitors. Just because a person has opened a business and you see it being successful, it doesn't mean that if you open the same business it will be successful. So that is copy pasting. So try as much as possible in that business idea you want to start, or that business that you want to start, ensure that you reduce copy pasting as much as possible. The thing is, copy pasting can help you start the business. For sure you can start it, but it will not keep you in business. So if you are copy pasting somebody's business, trust me, it will just be for a short period of time. You'll be driven out of the business, because when somebody starts a business, they create a strategy, they create a plan, and they are even prepared to see, they are prepared on how they can mitigate certain risks that may come in the future. So for example, you've seen your friend starting a business, let's say maybe let's say a food business, and you've seen like this friend is getting a lot of customers, and you decide, let me copy paste this business and see how it will go. But the thing is, you do not know the strategy the friend has put in place that will help him or her to stay in business for quite some time. Sometimes you might find that your friend's business, before he or she started it, she ensured that she has cash flow for maybe 6 months just to help him or her stay in business. So you will see them thriving, branding everything and all that. And you, since you just thought it's selling food or selling grocery, you start it, but you don't have a plan, you don't have a strategy. What happens to you? Remember, your friend has maybe a strategy and he or she has a cash flow for 6 months. You don't have. So you started the business, and within 2 months you realize that you don't have cash flow and you have to be driven out of the market. So copy pasting is not advisable. What we'd encourage you, it is important to check what your competitor is doing, because when you check what your competitor is doing, you're able to run what we call competitive analysis. But do not copy paste somebody's business. You might check what they are doing, borrow some ideas from them, but ensure you have your own strategy. It is your strategy that is going to work for you in the marketplace, not the copy pasting. So don't copy paste. If you have a business idea, it is okay to learn from others. We check our competitors to learn from them, but we don't check our competitors to copy paste. So check what others are doing. You can even view other bigger businesses, because it is important to have to read from your mentors. So check on them, see what they are doing, see how you can learn from them, learn the lessons from them, then go and put your business idea into actualization. The third tip, which is the last one, is when starting out a business, do not start a business with the mindset of profits. Yes, when you start a business with the mindset of I'm going to make profits, that's all, be guaranteed you will be discouraged within a short time. This is because starting a business is a journey. It is a journey you travel. It is a journey you get to learn as you progress. It is a journey that there are days you will not sell. There are days you will sell. There are days you will feel like, yes, it's going on well. There are days you will be blank. But what keeps you on toes, or what will keep you to continue doing that business, it's not because you went into it for profits, but because you went into that business for passion and, of course, having the heart to solve a problem. Remember, what we said as we started this live session is that you need to solve a problem in the marketplace. So if you're starting a business without the desire or the heart to solve a problem, chances are high you will get discouraged very quickly. Chances are high you may not really get to enjoy the journey, because the business journey is not for the faint-hearted. As I said, there are days you make sale, but there are days you'll not make sale. There are days you'll make profit, there are days you'll make losses. But what will keep you in business? It's not the profit, but the passion and the desire to solve a problem. That is what has kept a lot of people in business. The desire to solve a problem and their passion in doing that. So if you're planning to start a business, please, if you do not start with the mindset of profits. That one, it's a sure bet of you being disappointed, angry. You can name all those negative things. You will experience them because you started with a wrong mindset. In business, you don't get in business because of profit, but you get in business because of the desire to solve a certain problem and a passion in seeing that the problem is being solved in the best way possible. So with those three don'ts, or those three business mistakes that you can avoid, I am sure that you are now able to know if it is the right time to start a business, what you should do and what you should not do, and definitely what you might expect in your journey of starting a business. So until then, I am looking forward to you starting your business. In case you start it, just send us an inbox and tell us that you watched our video, and because of that you started the business, and we'll be here to cheer you on and of course encourage and motivate you to continue, because as I said, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. So long as you put your God in it and you put your focus on it, that's it. You're good to go. So with the ideas that I've shared there, I believe we have some basic information on what we need to know if you want to start a business right now, and what you need to avoid in case you start a business. However, in case you will need further guidance on business management, creating a business strategy, creating a business plan, we are here to help you with that. Financial Wellness Center will be more than happy to help you create an effective business strategy, an effective business plan. If you need some consultancy work regarding your business, feel free to send us an inbox and we shall be more than happy to assist you and guide you. Remember, our joy comes when we see you succeeding. Your success is our happiness. So if you have any question, feel free to ask right now. If you have any question, just feel free to ask right now as this session has ended, and we'll be more than happy to answer you. We can see Caleb, you are saying hi. Thank you so much. You are one of our loyal followers, both on our live sessions and all our social media platforms, and we would like to really recognize you and acknowledge you. Thank you so much for the continued support you're offering to us, and we hope that you will be able to share this video with your friends and of course share it to your timeline so that more people can get to learn, especially those who are planning to start a business in this season. Clinical Nut, you're saying thank you for the insights. We really appreciate, and you are welcome. We are so happy to share with you these insights, because we know a lot of people want to start businesses but they don't know where to begin. So with these insights, we are guaranteed, or be guaranteed, that you will not start from zero. You'll be having an idea on what you expect and what you need to do. Again, we encourage you to, in case you have any further business question, or you may need consultancy services regarding your business, just feel free to send us an inbox, and we'll be more than happy to answer. So I believe we do not have any more questions right now, but if you have any question, just feel free to ask, as we are about to end today's live session. Just to give us a recap on what we have discussed today, we have discussed, or we have answered the question, is it right to start a business right now? And the answer was yes and no. Yes, the answer was yes, depending on what kind of market need or what kind of problem you're solving. And the answer would be no, depending on the kind of product you want to sell. Remember, right now, the purchasing power of people has gone slightly lower, as more people are holding on money. A lot of people are they are kind of holding on money. They don't want to spend because they are scared, or they do not know what the future holds. So before you start a business, ensure that the problem you're solving is what is needed in the market. And another thing we said is you should also consider the purchasing power of people within your locality. Remember, different localities have different purchasing powers. Having the pandemic doesn't mean people don't have money to spend. What it means is that they are channeling their purchasing power to a whole lot of, to a different industry or to certain things more than others. So ensure that the business you are planning to start, ensure you have carried out the purchasing power analysis of your target customers. And we also shared on the do's and don'ts of starting a business right now. And we said on the do's is that you need to ensure that you are marketing your business as much as possible. You need to also ensure you have adequate cash flow to sustain you through throughout the business. Remember, you don't start a business today and get to enjoy profits today. Sometimes it may take a while before it can pick up. And the third one is you need to ensure you have excellent customer service. Remember, a lot of businesses are trying to do what you're doing, and they are also using the platforms you could be using. So what will put you ahead of them, or what will make you stand out, is how you'll serve the customer. Remember, you're all targeting the same customer. It's not that your customers will come from Mars or Jupiter. No, they are here on Earth. So you and the other the fellow business person, you're targeting the same customer. So what will make you stand out is your customer service. Ensure you serve your customers as excellently as possible. And on the business don'ts section, we say that do not copy paste. That is the first one. do not copy paste businesses. You can check and learn from other people, but copy pasting will be a sure way of you losing it all. Number 2, we said that you need to ensure you deliver what you promise. So if you promise you're going to deliver fresh products, ensure what your customer gets is fresh products. And number 3, we said ensure that you don't get into business with a mindset of profits. You need, if you get into business with a profit mindset, you will miss out on solving the problem, and of course you'll also miss out on being passionate, because in the business dynamics, there are days you'll make profits and other days you'll make losses. So what will take you through the days you're making losses is not the number of profits you made yesterday, but the passion in solving the problem you identified in your locality. So until then, we hope you have learned something. If you have any question, you can post it right now, or you can send us an inbox, and we'll be happy to answer you. Or better yet, you can comment below the video after the live session. We also encourage you to follow us on Instagram by clicking the link that is attached on the live session, and of course ensure you visit our YouTube channel. Watch the videos there, as we are uploading more and more informative videos, and ensure that you subscribe and turn on notification. And most of all, if you need any business consultancy services, that could be ranging from creating a market research, creating a business strategy, or creating a business plan, feel free to send us an inbox, and we'll be more than happy to assist you and guide you accordingly. Until then, stay safe, and keep on praying that this pandemic will get over soon. And of course, let's keep living financially healthy.